And hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's Small Cap Big Gains weekly webinar for report 061. On our call today, we've got Ines and Teresa and Michelle on the questions and Rian on video and me trying to keep everybody in order. So before we get started, we are going to go back to the format that we used last week. We found it really successful and got some really good feedback on that. So this week, again, we'll start with Ines's coin pick. Then he'll turn it over to Teresa. Teresa's got an update on some exciting new
I do.
So yeah, she's going to be doing her blog. So she's going to update everybody on that. Give us a little heads up as to what we can expect. For those of you who were on the call last week or who have been with us for a little while, you guys know I'm doing an audio blog as well. And that can be found every weekend in Bitcoin TAF in the blog section. And for now, we are uploading it onto the Telegram channel, but eventually everything will be migrating from that Telegram channel over to the Bitcoin TAF website. So I know some of our To Know It members are working with Michelle at the moment to migrate your accounts from the To Know It site over to Bitcoin TAF. Our Telegram members, anytime you guys are ready, Michelle's will be available to help you as well. At the end of the call, Michelle's going to come on and explain the process and also explain how you can receive a free copy of the Small Cap Big Gains Asset Management Wheel. And if you go to Bitcoin TAF now and you scroll down, you'll see that that product is up and it's available for sale. It has a $20 retail value. And Michelle's going to explain at the end how our existing customers and our new customers can receive that as a gift for purchase. So before I turn the call over to Ines and his quick pick, I'd just like to remind everybody that the information that we're going to share with you today is for the purposes of training and education and should not be construed as trading advice. So with that said, Ines, I know you've been really working that crystal ball this past week. What have you got for us today, sir?
Hi, thank you, Bo. Just quickly share the screen. Hope everyone
He did
can
some
see
magic
it.
because Bitcoin moved, right?
Absolutely.
He did a like magic potion over his crystal
We
ball.
do what we have to do.
You do.
And a lot of that is patience. A lot of it is just patience in the market, getting the right buy zone entries and waiting for those targets to be reached. So today's coin pick is Litecoin. It's a little bit of a larger cap coin. It has not been performing as well as others, really been lagging behind, but I've been accumulating and holding for some time. And today we're finally getting the breaks I've always been waiting for. And it's up today, if we just have a look, 7.4%. And I reckon it is only just the beginning for this coin. So it is breaking that resistance line, currently trading at 202. If you look back, just quickly zoom out a little bit, it tested this long-term support all the way back 2020, came back October 2020 again, this year in July, and it very came close. We had a falling wedge breakout, and today we're really breaking that overhead resistance level. Still going to get some resistance at 225 and all these technical levels at the moment. But this is not a coin that I'll be trading that much. All depends, obviously, of what the market direction gives me. But the overall look for this coin, we just want to quickly show back in the day when we had the 2017 blow off top. In 2017, you could have bought a Litecoin for call it, lowest $3.30 up to around so 4, 5, 6. Same thing today. If you buy it at 200, you buy it at 190, even 170, the future for this thing still looks good. It had a massive blow off top of 10,000%. Now, I don't think that's going to be possible because of market caps and all those things. But if we look at these highs, the going in the overhead resistance, going specifically just to these kind of levels, that's about 170, 200% gain. But there is some technical targets as well, up to 2,000. So anything from $1,000 to $2,000, laddering out buy signals, especially when we start breaking this level about at 914. But the charts will tell us what to do. When we get to the upper resistance level, should we break through, then we know we're into price discovery. They're very interesting as well, comparing this to Bitcoin. You want to get your hands on coins that's currently outperforming Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is up 3.7%, and Litecoin is outperforming Bitcoin today by 3% so far. So you can see this is a dismal chart. It is right back at the lows of 2017, where you just bought it before that massive spike. That was that 10,000% spike. And you can see it happens in a matter of days. Not saying this is going to be a matter of days now, but just look at the date range from there to the high. It's about 66 days, 2 months. So you buying this coin at you cannot buy it any lower than it is at the moment. So if we already get the moves from 7% today, and we really at the bottom, breaking these resistances and the higher levels, we can put Litecoin, who knows, back into the previous levels for the compared to the Bitcoin dominance. When we fall in Bitcoin dominance, when that is starting to come down and more of that Bitcoin money is starting to flow into the alts, even the larger cap alts, this coin is definitely one to keep your eye on. So that's the coin pick for the day. I hope you took some notes and perhaps add to those bigger, longer term trades for the remainder of the year. Thank you. Over to you, Bill.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
well,
Ines,
I think
thank
I'm
you.
gonna
Yeah.
jump in, Bill.
Go right ahead.
Because I can't wait
There you go.
to share.
Right ahead.
So I actually want to talk about trading journals, because I just realized with the people that I've had some meetings with or conversations with, is that a lot of them don't really know what's going on in their trading. And that is really something that's really, really important if you can have a trading journal. You know, in any endeavor that you have ever gone through, you can't expect to keep all the information in your head. And the same is true for trading. In order to consistently grow as a trader, you must have some sort of something to measure your progress against and keep track. And this is what a trading journal does. It's a tool that allows you to document every single trade and action that you take within your trading account. I mean, taking the trade, setting stop losses, setting trailing stop losses. The more you measure, the more you can fine tune your approach about becoming a better, consistent trader. And this is exactly how you should look at keeping a trading journal. It is essential for you. It's like a report card, like a business report card. Trading is a business. Unless you doing trading as a hobby, then it will only be a hobby. But if you treat it like a business, it will become your income, and it will become your business that you run. You'll have losses, you'll have profit. Like any business, you'll have expenses. If you treat trading like a business and have everything that you decide when you do it, journaling it, you will start learning out of your mistakes.
The Small Cap Big Gains Asset Management Wheel provides a quick and effective way for you to analyze your portfolio to ensure that it is well balanced and you have the right coins in the correct proportions to achieve your financial goals. Simply follow the instructions on the Asset Wheel page and enter your coins into the correct buckets on the Assets Allocation page. If your coin holdings do not match 100% with our suggested coins, that's not a problem.
The coins and projects that we recommend are suggestions, and ultimately you make the decision as to which coins, tokens, and projects that you hold and how you trade them. This is a great place for members new to cryptocurrency to start their journey to a balanced and well thought out portfolio. For more advanced members, we offer the Asset Management Workbook that goes into greater detail and analyzes your portfolio from several different perspectives. With your purchase today, start taking control of your financial future. Your portfolio will thank you for it.
And that is really what I want to do my Teresa's Tips, my blog on this week coming, is how to set up a trading journal. And it's not just an Excel spreadsheet with my buy-in, my exit TP points, which is important, but I want you to start making notes of, why did you enter the trade? Was it a setup? Was it a gut feel? Why did you enter the trade? Did your buddy tell you to buy Litecoin? Did Ines tell you to buy Litecoin? Why did you set up the trade? Did you actually go and look at the trade setup? Did you make your own decision? What made you decide to go into that trade? And then one of the biggest things is that we do is, why did you move your stop loss? Because all of you sitting watching us have all moved your stop loss. Why did you move your stop loss? What made you move your stop loss lower, or what made you move your stop loss higher? So all those things, if you make a journal and you'll go back 3 weeks and you'll start going through your journal and seeing what happened, why did you make certain decisions at certain times, you will learn and you will start seeing a pattern. And that will excel your trading for the future. Because if you can learn from your mistakes, and if you can learn from your great decisions, you can know that I'm not going to do again. I'm going to start doing this because this worked every time I did it. So I will be working with you guys on a blog, on a trading journal for this coming week. And I think that if everybody starts treating their trading as a business and not as a hobby, we will all become a lot more successful. So keep a lookout for my blog this week, and I'm sure it will be great. Thanks, Bill.
Teresa, great, thank you. Something that I learned a long time ago that fits with what you're going to be talking about. If we treat trading like a hobby, it's going to pay us like a hobby. If we treat it like a job, it will pay us like a job. And most people the majority of people that I know make more money at their jobs than they do at their hobbies. So I think that's really, very timely, given the fact that I think, we're moving from a kind of stagnant market into one that's going to be a bit more fast-paced and fast-moving, more into that bull market. And then just one other comment.
And we all and 9 out of the 10 people want to quit their job and go into trading
and do this
full-time.
anyway. So
exactly. So if you have the mindset, and if you treat it like, you do stats, you do reports in your business, you do balancing or whatever, that's all the stuff that you need to implement in your trading as well.
Yes.
You have to treat it like a business.
Use those
the
behaviors
skills,
that you've developed in your professional career. Okay, transfer those, find those behaviors that you can transfer over into trading, because I think you would find there's a lot of good transferable habits from your job, because you're probably successful at what you do. And think about what made you a success in your current role, and from that, what are those behaviors you can carry over. And then I'll just wrap it up before I turn it back to Ines.
And even the emotional side, Bill.
Yes.
You had a bad hair day. Now all of a sudden you want to trade and make back the money you lost 2 hours ago. So you're revenge trading. So make note of that in your journal, because next week you're going to do it again, have another bad hair day, and then you're going to say, but that didn't work last week. I'm not going to do this again. So it's really important to not only have TPs and entries and all that kind of stuff, but you got to write. And I'm not a writer. I'm not a journal person at all, not at all. But I forced myself to do it for 3 weeks. So I've got this diary in front of me. It's just a lot of scribbled notes all over because I'm not a real journaler that does it by date. But I had my trade just scribbled and why did I buy it and what made me buy it. And I'm really guilty of moving my stop loss if the market dropped because I move it and then I think it's not going to, let me just quickly move a little bit down. It might miss me and then it will pull up. And I stopped that because it's a bad habit. It's really a bad habit. Stop losses are there to protect your capital and you can buy in lower. There's a reason for that.
Yes.
So yeah, that's something that we can work on for, for the next couple of 2-3 weeks, how to do the trading journal, do blogs on that. So we can help you guys, manage your trading as a business because then you'll be successful.
Absolutely. And Teresa, I'm just going to share with our members, this is my trading journal. It's a notebook that I pick up at the supermarket when I'm picking up my groceries. And I can't even tell you how many of these I have because I am a writer and I do journal. And the one thing I learned is every time I turn a page, I write the date at the top of that page because sometimes you get so busy writing and you forget to put the date on there, and then you go back and look for a reference and you can't find it. So just one little tip to everybody, make sure you put the date at the top of every page. And
otherwise it's one day's very long story.
Yes. So, well, great. We're all looking forward to seeing that blog and Teresa's tips, and you'll be able to find that for now on our Telegram channels as well as Bitcoin TAF. But remember, all of our great content soon is only going to be available on Bitcoin TAF. So that wraps up the first part of our webinar for today. In a minute, I'm going to turn the call back over to Enis, and he will go through his coins. Then we'll come back to Teresa and me, and we may have a surprise for you at the end of the webinar today. So
we do.
You make sure you want to stay till the very end because we have 2 surprises for you. So
we love surprises.
With that said, Enis, I'm going to turn the call back over to you, sir. Take it away. Guys, thank you very much. We know you have a choice. We recognize there's a lot of other options out there in this crypto space for you to get information from. And we appreciate the fact that you come to us for that information. We will always do our best to provide the most accurate and up-to-date data that we possibly can. So with that said, everybody have a great week. Look for report 062 next Tuesday. Enis's quick picks during the week, updates, blogs, so much more.
We love those updates coming through the chat.
Absolutely. So guys, cheers. Everybody have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Did you know that Small Cap Big Gains is just one of 6 cryptocurrency training and education products available on BitcoinTap.com? Simply go to BitcoinTap.com and there you will discover a world of cryptocurrency training and education products designed to support you on your cryptocurrency journey. Your portfolio will thank you for it.